Wild Card weekend is in the books as the Browns just dismantled the Steelers here on Sunday night. So let's take a look at AFC Divisional Round weekend in just a second. But first, these four teams remain. So who's going to win the AFC? Will it be the Chiefs, type 1? How about the Bills, type 2? If you think it's going to be the Ravens, type 3. If you think it'll be the Browns, type 4 in the comments. Which of these four teams will win the AFC? And coming up next, we'll break down the two divisional round matchups in the AFC here on NFL Daily. I'm your host, Harrison Graham, here on Chat Sports. So we go from 7 teams down to 4 as the Colts, Titans, and Steelers have been eliminated from the AFC playoff picture. The stage is set. You got the Chiefs against the Browns, and you got the Buffalo Bills against the Baltimore Ravens. Speaking of Cleveland, they win their first playoff game in 20-something years, and their first game on the road in Pittsburgh since 2003. The Browns, 48-37 winners, and it wasn't that close over Pittsburgh. No Kevin Stefanski, no problem, as Baker Mayfield and a balanced offense just kept on scoring against Pittsburgh's defense that has dealt with injuries late in the year. Shout out Ben Roethlisberger for the most YOLO stat line of all time, 47 of 68, 501, 4 touchdowns and 4 picks. We'll see if that's the last game of his career, but the Browns are moving on as they'll get ready to face the Kansas City Chiefs. Big reason why, they're two-headed monster at running back. The stats won't wow you, but they really set the tone early in this one. Kareem Hunt had a couple of touchdowns in the first half, but Nick Chubb and Hunt continue to set the tone offensively for Cleveland. The way this team can run the football and set up that play-action game for Baker Mayfield really makes Cleveland a dangerous, dangerous playoff team, and that's why they were able to put up so many points in the wild card game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. But we talked about Ben Roethlisberger, and we know he's near the end. Is he at the end? Will he retire? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Have we seen the end of Big Ben Roethlisberger? Something tells me he's not going to want to end that way. He might give it one more try. But type Y if you think he's done. Type N if you don't think he'll retire. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. So with the Browns winning, they're the lowest seed remaining in the AFC as the number 6 seed, so they get the number 1 seed in the Kansas City Chiefs as the Chiefs get to play the lowest seed remaining. The early odds are out on this one. I'm a little surprised. Chiefs 10-point favorites at home. I thought they'd be at least a touchdown favorite, but 10, that feels slightly high. Over-under set at 55.5. That should be a high-scoring affair between Cleveland and Kansas City. And obviously all eyes on the quarterbacks as these two go back to their Big 12 days. Texas Tech and Oklahoma. Patrick Mahomes and Baker Mayfield used to duke it out down in the Big 12, but can Baker Mayfield make enough plays to keep up with Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs? We know about their weapons in Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. Unclear on what the injury status of Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Sammy Watkins will end up being, but the Chiefs have plenty of options. You know Patrick Mahomes and those boys will be ready to go coming off a bye week. So who you got? Type KC for the Chiefs, type CLE for the Browns. Another side note in this one, Andy Reid coming off a bye week, one of the best records in NFL history. He almost never loses coming off a bye. So type KC for the Chiefs, type CLE for the Browns. Who you got in this AFC Divisional Round matchup? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. Now, we do have some face masks available for you guys for all 32 NFL teams, including these AFC teams still in the playoffs. Head over to this link, chatsports.com/staysafe. That's chatsports.com/staysafe. That link will be in the comments. It'll be in the description. We have solo packs all the way up to 4 packs. Different styles, different varieties, including the ones we are showing you at chatsports.com/staysafe. Most of these are on sale for at least 50% off. I'll give you a hint, though. A lot of these are up to 75% off. So take advantage of that link. Again, it'll be in the comments. It'll be in the description. chatsports.com/staysafe. Click on that link, and you guys can shop today. All right, the Buffalo Bills, speaking of teams who haven't won a game in the playoffs in a while, how about a win for the first time in 25 years? They take care of business against the Colts, 27-24. This is one of those wonky games that Buffalo felt like they were in control, especially in the second half, but the Colts and Phil Rivers kind of hung around, but ultimately the Bills' defense was able to seal the deal late on a thrown duck from Phillip Rivers that did not reach the end zone. So Buffalo moves on behind a strong performance from MVP candidate Josh Allen. He continues to play at a high level, 324 yards throwing, 54 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. Did have a fumble in this one, but overall played extremely, extremely well as he picks up the first playoff win of his young career. He'll have to play at a high level again as he'll face 2019 NFL MVP in Lamar Jackson, who also wins his first playoff game of his young career. He gets the monkey off his back as he had lost his first 2 playoff games, 20-13 in a 1-touchdown game against Tennessee. I thought this game would be higher scoring, but Baltimore, their defense played really well and just completely shut down Derrick Henry. 18 or 19 carries for 40 yards. Lamar Jackson balanced throwing the ball, running the ball as well. J.K. Dobbins had a good game, as did Marquise Brown, and Baltimore is able to advance to the divisional round. Lamar Jackson, he did what he does. Not the prettiest day throwing the ball. The raw stats won't wow you, but then he rips you for 136 on the ground. Yeah, Lamar Jackson had a couple of runs in this game that just completely dazzled me, I thought. I thought he played really well, really confident. Early on, they got down 10-0 to Tennessee, and you were like, oh no, playoff Lamar is back. He threw a bad interception, but bounced back really well. The Ravens outscored Tennessee 20-3 the rest of the way. I thought they were really, really impressive in this 20-13 win. And the defense this year has improved a lot, especially down the stretch. I think Baltimore's playing really good football heading into next weekend. Now get subscribed to Chat Sports because we're going to have you guys covered throughout the postseason. The remaining playoff games, of course. Offseason's around the corner here also, and it's already here for a lot of teams. So we have the latest NFL news, rumors. We do some mock drafts, trade coverage, all kinds of stuff here on Chat Sports. So hit that big red button and subscribe. And yes, turn on those notifications so you never ever miss a video here on Chat Sports. So you got the Ravens, you got the Bills. This will be a fun one between 2 dynamic quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. The Bills 3-point favorites. This game is at Saturday night, primetime action on Saturday, 8:15 Eastern time. That Chiefs-Browns game is on Sunday. I forgot to mention that earlier. Sunday in the afternoon window, so keep that one in mind. And the Bills' offense against the Ravens' defense is certainly something to watch here. Bills averaging over 31 points per game. Ravens giving up less than 19 points per game. So something will have to give in this matchup. If you're Baltimore, the Bills can't run the ball outside of with Josh Allen. So it's going to come down to, can Josh Allen slice and dice this Ravens defense with Marlon Humphrey and Marcus Peters and those guys in the secondary there? Should be a fun matchup for this game. So who you got? Type BAL for the Ravens, type BUF for the Buffalo Bills. Who gets it done this weekend? This is fascinating because I think the Bills have been the better team this year. I like how they've been playing down the stretch, but Baltimore's played great lately as well. This is my favorite matchup of divisional round weekend. Get your votes in. Who you got between the Ravens and the Bills? And just to circle back to remind you guys, the other divisional matchup, Browns at the Chiefs, Sunday afternoon, 3:05 Eastern time. And man, the Chiefs 10-point favorites. I'm still a little surprised by that one. But they are the defending champs for a reason. I'll be curious to see how the Browns play after their first playoff win in quite some time. And how will these two teams play? The Ravens and the Bills. Like I said, for my money, this is the game of the weekend in the NFL. So 4 teams remaining. We asked you at the beginning. We'll ask you one more time before we sign off. Who will win the AFC? Type 1 for the Chiefs, type 2 for the Bills, type 3 for the Ravens, type 4 for the Browns. Get your votes in and make sure you are subscribed to Chat Sports because we have daily NFL videos.